I'm Sharon Coburn-Robinson, Principal Director, Gender Affairs in the Bureau of Gender Affairs. That's the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. So I have been a civil servant since 1987. That's a long time ago, I know. So in 2006, when I came as research officer, and I worked for 2 years as research officer, and in 2 years' time, I was promoted as research coordinator, then another 5 years as director, policy and research, and then in 2017, I was asked to lead when my former executive director was interdicted, sadly. And so I started leading on that note, and since then, I have found it an intense pleasure because there are so many lessons I've learned, so many achievements I've had. So essentially, I would say it started off on a shaky footing, but today I am extremely ecstatic to lead a very exciting team. We call ourselves LIT, meaning Leadership Through Inspiration and Innovation for Transformation. So I'm large on life, as you can tell. I am big on development. I'm big on seeing people move out of a space, for example, that says, I can't do this, to a space that says, yes, I can. I am big on achievement. I consider myself to be an uncommon steward. I value stewardship because I've seen results. I've seen so many persons who were not able to even perhaps write a paragraph or a sentence. At the point at which the intervention takes place, they are able to write stories and even share stories. I am with a team that is so diverse. You know, I have so many ladies that I work with, and I also have men. And when the team gels well together, it is fantastic. Sadly, I'm trying to change that. Every day I say I must go home earlier. You know, I must leave earlier. But I think I'm driven. And because I'm driven, even when I have lots of work to do, I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm giving back. I feel like I am just pursuing my passion, which is just loving life and being a part of development and just making things happen each day for persons. I have this mantra that says, when you make things happen for others, God will make things happen for you. I have had so many successes in my sojourn since I actually started in the public sector in 1987, and more specifically since I started here in 2006, and then more pronounced when I became the team lead in 2017. So many successes. I could go on, but I think the major ones I see would be that GAP program, which is something that I started simply because I taught for many years, as I mentioned earlier, and I wanted to see something that would do a sort of nexus between gender and education, and that came out of a meeting that I attended in Trinidad and Tobago, and the challenge that we got at the end of the meeting was to find something that showcased the outcomes from the meeting. And so I got together with a few of my team members who were at the meeting as well from the Ministry of Education, and we looked at how could we find something that would showcase that nice pivot between gender and education, and hence the Gender Ambassadors Program. To date, we have so many schools that are a part of it, including my alma mater, the Shorted Teachers College. Another one that I am bragging about right now and just really feeling good about is the COPE. And COPE is an acronym I coined because I saw where there were some community groups that were struggling. They were doing fantastic work, they had great ideas, but they did not have the funds to do it. And so they wanted a seed grant, something that would not be, they wouldn't have to pay it back, but they could use it to do what they wanted to do and to improve their businesses. So COPE, I'll tell you what it is. It is community outreach through partnership for empowerment. And it says just what it does. It allows these groups to cope. Now, COPE started in 2019 with 8 partners. And those 8 partners, we started with, let us say, over 14 million. And I am super happy to tell you that the number has doubled. We now have 16 partners since the financial year started last April, and we have doubled the amount. You know, I'm not sure how the mathematics went, but when I saw it, I was just totally blown away. So we have over 28 million for 16 partners. So I will say the theme for International Women's Day. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Digit All. innovation and technology towards gender equality. And that is showing how best we can look at creative ways of using technology and the digital sector and the digital economy, digital space to build our own capacity, to showcase what we're doing, to form a sort of protection around women. We've seen in so many cases where women have been violated and they perhaps did not have access to media, social media right away, or a phone that they could call somebody, or an app that allowed them to be able to say what is going wrong. We think that this International Women's Day 2023 provides an excellent opportunity to use social media and other forms of media and technology in most creative and innovative ways to build protection around our women and girls, and to ensure that while we are speaking about what we're doing and what is happening and making the updates, because people do updates all the time on social media, we also want to make sure that we keep ourselves safe and increase the protection around women and girls, men and boys, because we do not ever leave men and boys out of the equation because we work as a team, yes? But as you know, women and girls are disproportionately affected by gender-based violence. The results are there, the statistics show it. And so at this point, I'm making an appeal to women and girls to make sure that you use all methods that can allow you to be safer. We don't want to hear another statistic or another case of somebody who has been violated. So whatever it is that you can do to increase the protection around yourself, whether you're going to find yourself a kid of persons who, they have this expression, they like to call it your tribe. If you can tap into your tribe and those persons who can be that protection around you, if you can look at the social services that are available and tap into them. We have a helpline, for example, and so with our helpline, we have 2 lines for females and 1 for males. If you need help, call. Somebody will speak with you and give you support, give you a referral if that's what you need, provide counseling and psychosocial support, but do not suffer in silence. And be sure that you make the best use of every single opportunity that comes to you every single day. And of course, you're going to be your best version of yourself each day. Each day you make yourself a little more marketable and find opportunities that would allow you to shine and allow you to feel satisfied. And of course, while you're getting there, please reach back, always reach back and help others. Happy International Women's Day.